Peace, beautiful souls. Okay, thinking about the whole pain body thing from this book, right? How he says, okay, there's an energetic pain body that then connects to your physical pain body. And when I say energetic pain body, it's like traumas and things energetically, mentally, spiritually that are needing love, needing healing, right? And the more you ignore that, it'll manifest itself physically. And I don't know if you've ever experienced like you'll feel a random pain. I spoke about this briefly, and you can focus on that part of your body and like feel into it, and it will stop. Maybe sometimes it can take a little longer. And a part of that, when I do that, it's like I'm also sending Reiki energy to it, but it's also our minds are powerful, right? Or an easier example, like when your body is aching and you go stretch and you feel better because your body is telling you it needs movement, it needs stretching, so you're giving it what it needs, and then it subsides, right? It's the same thing when we have like mental torments and um things that we've been through that that affect us emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically. When we give it focus and give it what it actually needs, it will stop, it will subside, it will heal, right? But a lot of times we don't understand like what it is that we need and how to give it to us, or how to give it to ourselves, or it's like scary, right? I spoke briefly in the other in the other video I made, like when I questioned myself, like what part of me is feeling like it's worthy of suffering or worthy of um being tortured in a way, like what part of me causes me to continue patterns that I know that are not good for myself. And sometimes that ego self, that pain body, they want to stay alive so bad, they like distract you. It sounds so funny, but ultimately it's all versions of you, right? Or so we'll say, like, you distract yourself from getting to the root cause because there's a part of you that's not ready to let that go, let go of that victim mode, let go of that separation, because it can be scary, especially if you're used to being in that energy for so long. Like the thought of being without it, it's like, holy crap, like who am I going to be without this pain, without this trauma, without that's something that came up with a client I had a while back too with Reiki. Like there's a version of you that feels like it's going to die because you have these ego deaths, right? If you let this go, it's going to die, it's going to cease to exist. And again, it's not to kill the ego, it's not to kill the shadows, it's to integrate it, bring it up higher with your higher self. But it doesn't realize that. It just feels like, okay, if I don't have this pain, if I don't have this trauma, if I don't have this fight or disagreement, what am I? So it's like reminding and comforting those versions of you that it, it's just going to be transmuted. Energy, everything is energy, right? Physical things, emotional things, all the things, everything is energy. It's just going to be transmuted and alchemized. But it doesn't, again, realize that. So it's trying so hard to stay alive by having your brain, you, other versions of you, look for things and do things that keep it there. You get what I'm saying? I don't. I sort of gonna say flow. So like it's I understand everything I'm saying in my head, right? I trust y'all. Well, whoever's meant to is going to understand what I'm saying. It's 15:55 right now, but I really don't even remember what my point of making this video was. Oh, and I wanted to talk about awareness too, because I was just about to say to bring awareness to it, because a lot of us are not aware. But I also want to talk about the fact that awareness is only one part of the key, because you can be aware. Like I said, I asked myself, because I am aware. I've been aware for a long time that there is a version of me, or there's a part of me that's trying to hold on to things that don't serve me. Yet I kept doing it because what did I kept letting that take the seat of control instead of me taking back control. And not completely, I'm going to give myself grace, because I have stepped back into control and gave my higher self also control and focus on what it is I want to do. But there's a lot of times that I let that part come back in. And I was saying it at the end of the other video too, like I'm telling y'all this, I'm also talking to myself. Y'all are all different versions of me anyway too, but I'm talking to my current self too. But I love to share these things that come up with me, because it's not just for me. And yeah, awareness is one part of the key. It's like what we do after we're aware is the most important part. The awareness is literally just the beginning, because you can be aware of all the things you're doing, all your cycles, all your patterns, all your, even like if you think of when you get into a relationship with someone, you see the red flags, you're aware of the red flags, but most of the times we choose like, oh, I see that, let's just try a little bit more. Then eventually, y'all, it doesn't work, and you saw it, you felt it, you were aware of that feeling, that disconnect from the beginning, or from whatever point you were aware of it, and you chose to go after it. And I'm not saying that that was the wrong choice, because I know that everything happens exactly as it should, and you learned a lot even when you did that and went past the red flags. But there's also a version of you that will be aware of the red flag and choose to not even engage, because you know that that's not what you actually want. Even though there's a connection there, even though there's you resonate with something here, and even though a part of you is gravitating towards it, you know that for your highest timeline, your greater good, for you to feel the peace and the love that you actually want to feel, that's not that's not going to get you there, or at least not in that moment. In another way, it will. And I say that in the sense that you will learn from it, you will go from it, and then eventually choose the other thing. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? And that goes again with the your own patterns, whatever other stuff that you have going on. And again, for me, something, it was the food, and then exercising, like the way I want to take care of my body as far as movement and stuff like that, and choosing to do these things versus not. You know, I'm aware that I need to do it, but I don't always choose the action that will get me there, or not get me into that again, suffering, or like victim mentality. Yeah, y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, I love you. I think I'm done. See you later.